I'm going to have everyone roll initiative now. If we don't need it, we don't need it. But that's basically the first thing I want done. Because...
Oh, I didn't click my token, but I got 20.
Click your token again, and then I can just change it to 20. Whatever you roll. Ava, I will click for her.
Okay, what else were we supposed to do?
So yeah, just edit. You got a 20 at first, so
Yeah.
20.
Why has everyone moved away from me?
Huh?
Why has anyone moved away from me?
Oh gosh!
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
Gad-
Who's?
I don't know. Give me a couple seconds.
Okay. You rolled it the same. So guess what? Gad's gonna go on the 9, and
All right.
Ira's gonna go on the 3
All right.
because you don't click your tokens. Kaimal's. Did you add Kaimal?
How do I flip my tokens? How do I do that?
You clicked them.
Don't worry about it now. You're good.
Okay.
I gotta fix there for your symbol. It's fine. Do you have a symbol in there on something?
Yep.
She's on a 19.
Oh, is Kaimal on the 8?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't see Kaimal get added. That's why I thought.
No, Kaimal's in there.
I'm used to you having 2 separate accounts. Okay. Is Tenon in there? Is my first roll improvement? Does she want me to? So I got Jagan.
I've just DM'd it too.
Kaimal's there. Ember, I used your token in there? Yes. Firewalkers is in there. Hollows is not. Hollow roll initiative. Is she even playing right now? I stopped playing.
She's not in the...
She is playing.
Is she here? She's on
No.
the... No, she's not.
She's not on voice chat.
Okay.
She's on Roll20, right?
Yeah, she's on roll 20.
Is she Starry Night?
She is.
Yeah.
Did she roll an initiative?
Where's
She did
Garrett
not.
going? No,
Where's
she
what?
just rolled with nat 20.
Oh, she just rolled. So there we go. Well, I rolled her
So
in that one.
Garrett is
She
gonna
rolled.
be.
Garrett is following.
Yeah, Garrett's there.
Garrett's shooting south of the clearing up the hill sprint. Is
Up
he
to where?
following?
He's watching, I think. Who's tracking you?
Oh, okay.
What he chooses to do with that is. Josh on
Hello.
here? I don't see Josh on here.
Hello.
Can you ask if Josh is getting on here?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put Garrett over there.
Okay.
I just
He just ran south.
well, it's just like
I think he's going.
I'm putting him there in case he's coming, just so I don't have to do it later. Everyone should be in now. I have Mercy. I have Sindel. Do I have Tenon? I do not have Tenon. It's Madfish rolled initiative.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I'm gonna roll Madfish's initiative right now, just so she has one. Okay.
We could whisper her on Roll20. Because she's on Roll20.
She is on roll 20.
That's fine, but if she's not looking at it. That's not gonna help us. I'm gonna let Sindel get a hold of her, and I'm just gonna have an initiative so it's in. Got a 12. Not bad. So Holly, you're here, right? That I heard you. I think I heard your voice.
Yeah.
You're able to roll, so I can get rid of that sheet. Okay, that being said, Tenon's there. I have everyone but the Displaced Beast. It will have its own initiative, because it will not go without a fight. Alright, that being said, everyone is here. Ulthor, you've led your group on a walk. Everyone trailing behind. Yep. Garrett potentially in the forest. We don't know. We actually have not a clue.
Nobody knows where Garrett is.
No one knows where Garrett is because
Nobody knows how the promise is made, how the lives go down,
Kaimal can probably see him.
how the sausage gets
Sindel
made.
and Tenon sitting there. You see a large group of people, armored, because you guys are all armored unless anyone's specifically not carrying their weapons and stuff. They're about to
Ira's
Ira's not wearing anything.
Ira's holding a pitchfork.
Okay, one man with a pitchfork. As they all arrive in the clearing, Eladar starts freaking out because it's a displacer beast and it was attacked yesterday. So you guys obviously come down to the treehouse. You guys are currently where you're standing.
Holo is sort of toward the back, followed after everyone.
Kana's going to step to there and gesture, and Sindle's going to summon Mage Armor.
Firewalker's going to approach to about here. He's going to say, "Your beast killed an innocent yesterday. Will you permit us to kill it as a sorry, I need to get the words. Will you permit us to kill it as a reaction to this injustice?" And he's going to try and persuade them to not fight.
Okay, roll me.
Are we outside?
Yeah, you guys saw them coming. I mean, on a
Sorry.
21 and with hostilities, he seems like he's coming from a genuine place of concern. To you, there's not enough there to, because of what happened yesterday, and they came in a group of numbers, to make you automatically say, yes, step aside, here you go. If you choose to do that, that's your choice, but in terms of me being the broker of the rules and the roles between PvP, that is what I'm saying you get from it.
He's gonna tell them that they all need to back the fuck off right now. If you want to talk about it, we can go talk about it elsewhere, but we're not doing it here. Get the fuck away from my house.
Let's talk then.
Get the fuck away from my house.
Where will you agree to talk? This beast is evil. You have been given an opportunity to try and tame it, and it has taken the life of another, an innocent, a patron of the tavern. How can you guarantee that it will remain within your private land? How can you guarantee that it will not take the lives of more?
So why are you getting involved, Ulthor? You're not of the tavern. You're of the guild.
This is a matter of my
surely.
oath. This is a matter for my oath, not the guild.
I wonder what Roland would say to you getting involved in tavern business. Maybe I should tell him.
You can tell him if you wish. He knew that my oath came before the oath business, and this is of my oath. This was an injustice. This is before my god Iomade.
On me there. I didn't hear anything. Has anybody moved away?
Nope.
Nope.
Negative.
Then perhaps I
Yes,
shall.
Stay toward the back, kind of looking torn about all this, and she's just like, I just risk her turning on you.
Please.
He looks really, really mad when he tells you guys to leave and you don't.
Sindle's gonna step forward. They strayed into his territory yesterday. They attacked him when he followed his instincts. Yes, this is not a good thing, and we understand that. And we have talked about what we need to do with that. Potentially, we could agree to make sure it has a proper enclosure, but it followed its instinct. This was not an act that was done out of spite or harm. It just followed its instincts.
Maybe so, but the creature is still evil. The creature will not be tamed. It is a beast of nature, and it will attack again. How can you guarantee it will not escape an enclosure? How can you guarantee it will not attack the tavern?
We can start by talking about this somewhere else.
This is
I
our
have a-
home, and you are actually intruding.
I have already
has a fine
asked
point.
where you would agree to talk.
I mean,
You
at
have not
this,
given a position, a
just to
place.
also set the scene. At this
You
point,
do not own the forest.
there are two people. Obviously, there's tension in Tenon. There is tension in Sindel. There is tension pretty much in Firewalker because more or less
Yeah.
you've been told to screw your oath, more or less. This is
Yeah.
our land. The cat is still a beast. It is stirred. It is aggravated at this point because there's a number of people. The two people that it kind of protects are obviously in distress. Just to set that up, the cat is starting to get pissed off.
Ember's
think-
going to.
Considering Garrett has arrived on horseback, and I literally split the second you guys went, and
Yeah,
flying
I had you
here
in here just
as
not
fast.
not
Yeah,
not
cool.
as a. You want to roll me initiative so I can resort it?
Yeah, I will.
Your
do right
token's
now.
off to the left. I thought you were sneaking, so I said he's there in case Josh gets on.
Ember's going to walk over to Hollow, and she's going to lean in and whisper in her ear, "I think you need to call your boyfriend off before this turns ugly."
What page are we?
We are on the one with the player's token. Second one, run right to the right of the map. It's untitled. It's next to the guild.
I'm still waiting for them to give me an option of where we can talk, if not here. Just so Huggles and
if-
Madfish know.
If she turns on you, and we're not, I couldn't. I couldn't stand it.
Can't we all just get along here? This is against nature's boundaries, and it is not beautiful.
I think at this point Garrett is going to make himself known by entering.
Okay, yeah, Garrett kind of you're strolling in on horseback.
Yeah, he'll dismount some ways away.
Yeah,
Tuddle,
this is
so-
probably your best place to where your dismount coming from. What we
Yeah,
said.
and I'll walk over and I'll walk towards. I will walk towards.
I'd advise
Sindel.
I'd advise anywhere but the Displacer Beast.
Well,
It's sleeping
say
under
that,
the stairs.
But I'm going to straight up tell you right now that I've just been back to my shop, and I've literally got one of the Displacer Beast collars round my arm, which means it smells like Displacer Beast. So I'm
How's
liking my
that?
chances here.
Nicely done.
I know. And I will walk over towards Sindel and Kimmel.
Oh, Kimmel's not with them yet.
Yeah,
He's still
Kimmel's
back in the line.
off to the side. But you can walk
Okay,
over
cool.
to Sindel.
Tenon is trying to hold the cat back.
Yeah, at this point, the cat is not happy right now.
Cool. I'm
Yeah,
going to walk,
he's
I'm gonna
talking
walk
to it.
carefully towards the cat then. Very, very cautiously.
With the smell of another displacer beast.
They will
Okay, I'm sorry, Josh.
attempt to get away.
Yeah, I don't think Tenon's going to allow you to actually walk up without saying something.
Yeah.
I'll call over towards.
Where
towards
is
Tenon.
Tenon?
And,
There's a shelter under the stairs. There's stairs that go up the tree to the treehouse, and the shelter under the stairs, and that's where the cat sleeps. And so he's there.
Is it still under there?
Yeah,
Actually
It's starting
technically come out.
It's starting to come out. That's what he's trying to keep it from doing.
yeah, but he's trying to keep it down, and he's trying to talk to it and tell it it's okay, and everybody needs to fucking leave. So
I can't.
I'm
I've
bound
given-
by my duty.
Okay.
Sindel's not going to step up to
I'm-
She's going to sit there. She's
I'm
going
just
to look
going to
back to the
move
group.
you and Tenon back here because of
I
the positioning.
can't. I'm not seeing the map.
You have to go to this. It's the one in between map and guild hall. The guild. You have to physically move yourself if you're as a GM. There's nothing I can do to move you.
Cool.
Yeah, if you're logged in as
You
a
know,
GM,
I just logged into Roll20, and it's just showing me the world map.
It's going to show you the
Oh,
one you
there it
last
goes.
did. Yeah.
Ember's going to say one more time to Hollow, convince him to come back later or to talk to them at the tavern, but we have to
I
leave here.
haven't done anything
Ulthor.
threatening. I have asked where we can talk and how they can guarantee the beast won't attack
Your
again
presence-
or attack
your-
the tavern.
Your presence here is a threat to the cache. Its owners are agitated.
That is
Which-
all I have asked. That is all I
We'll
have
talk
done.
in the fucking tavern. Now get the fuck away from my fucking house.
Tenant,
I think we should do as they say.
Ulthor, you have my word. We'll meet you in the tavern and discuss this.
At that, I am going to back off. Because now in character, I have been given an answer to my questions. So I am going to back off at that. That's the only reason I didn't move before, is
So are
I
we having
didn't
this
have an
conversation
answer.
here in the tavern now? Because in case this just blows
this-
right back to the map, I don't want to shut everything down and then have to put it back up in 5 minutes.
I am going to. I'm going to sigh and then turn to Sindel and just say, like, I'll quietly say to Sindel, it might be best if someone stays here and helps Tenin just in case. And I say this very quietly and say, you have your brother with you for the negotiations. I'll catch up with you shortly.
Sindel's
Just to keep an eye
gonna
on things.
look at Garrett with a very odd expression on her face.
Garrett looks back at you.
You'll see in a minute.
Mask. And yeah, he will essentially just say, I will see to it that no one else is hurt. You have my word, that is exactly what I intend to do, okay? I'm not here to cause trouble, I am simply here to look after my friend and make sure that, Tenin here doesn't end up in the kitty litter, as it were.
Sindel nods.
I don't want her to turn on you.
And then she'll look back to Tenin.
And he
Send
says,
him telepathically later. In a second, because
Don't worry, it won't turn on you.
I will, like, as Sindel is, like, gonna quickly speak to Tenin, I'm gonna, like, walk forward and I'm going to literally brush straight past Firewalker and walk over to Hollow and take her hand.
Garrett?
Hollow, I'm going to make sure that things are okay. But right now, you are in amongst many hot-headed people. People who have very strong opinions on the matter, and that's okay.
He doesn't have a
But
choice, Garrett.
I am going to make sure that what is best for the people here happens. Do you trust me?
Hola doesn't respond as she is absolutely torn.
Can Ulthor hear, by the way? Were you
Yeah,
saying
he's
that loud
standing
enough for
Straight up
Ulthor to-
standing next to you.
Cool. I don't know if you were whispering in her ear, so only she could hear that. Yeah.
No.
Ulthor's going to turn to Garrett at that. He's going to say, can you guarantee that justice will be served for this patron's death?
I can guarantee if you keep talking to me like you're preaching to me, you're going to learn that that is a mistake that will cost you dearly. I am
Garrett,
not
if you
in a
attack him-
trifling move.
Ulthor,
Not attack him, Garrett.
I'm not going to attack him, I'm just going to educate him. Believe me, some of us here are more capable of using words. Others have to resort to violence. Isn't that right, Ulthor?
I don't understand. If he
not
doesn't do this, he can
use
lose his
my
life
name
and his goddess's favor.
Unless I give you permission. You
Oh,
will
I'm
call me
sorry.
Firewalker.
Garrett openly laughs in this man's face and turns back to Hollow.
Garrett, you have
I
both a
only
god
asked-
and a druid.
I only asked if you could ensure justice would be served.
I'm not here to ensure justice. I'm here to ensure the security of these people that you led into the territory of a beast which you know far well as I do. someone who has suffered at the hands of displaced beasts, who has watched an entire city get ravaged by hundreds of displaced beasts. So you stand here and you try to lecture me. Well, I will tell you something now. I am well aware of the consequences of this situation, and out of the two of us, I am the one who is trying to end them without bloodshed. So if that is what satisfies your god, then I really don't see how you have anyone here's best intentions at heart.
You think I want blood? I want justice.
You want
That
blood,
justice.
and blood rolls through that cat's veins, whether you want to admit it or not.
If-
Now I am saying
if
that
I
you have brought
wanted
Hollow
blood,
here, and you have
it-
brought children here, and I will not stand for it. So I'm asking you once to leave peacefully, please, for the sake of everyone that you have gathered on this foolhardy endeavor, and we will meet you and discuss this amicably, as equals, in a safe location.
If I wanted blood, do you think I would have backed off when I did? When I knew that they would come to the table to discuss terms? Do you think that if I wanted blood, I would not have just attacked outright,
Please.
minus the need for talking?
Ulthor,
I
please
do not
stop.
want blood. I want justice, as I have said. And if that can be achieved through words, then that is the best course.
Garrett, Ulthor, please. Please stop.
Garrett turns to Hollow and just says, Hollow, I don't want any violence here.
Neither do
And believe me, listen to me. I'm sure Ulthor has, in his own way, everyone's best intentions at heart.
He doesn't
But
want to kill her.
Right now, all I'm asking is for everybody here to head back to the tavern and discuss this.
Ulthor wants that too.
Then let's all leave. Minus me, who better make sure Lieutenant is okay. Are we agreed? And he looks at Hollow as if just sort of like, see, I'm helping.
Ulthor, please.
Ulthor, why don't we leave?
That might be for the best, though I'm not sure I want Garrett, Sir Undertree, here at the table. He seems to rile me up.
So Undertree will be staying
I am
here
just going
to help
to walk off.
Tenon.
I'm not going to listen. I'm
Who
just
will
going to
deal
walk
with me.
off back to the tavern.
She'll pull after him.
Cool. I couldn't give a shit.
Hollow runs, absolutely runs after Ulthor.
I'm going to hold Hollow's hand for a second and just
Garrett, let
put
me
a
go.
hand on her shoulder, look her dead in the eyes, and say, Hollow, before anything happens, I need you to take a long, deep breath. Remember, you're not an animal, and you are capable of keeping a level head.
Garrett, I love him.
Garrett nods and releases her hand.
I need to go.
Mr. Undertree, thank
Gad
you for
looks
your
to Garrett.
intervention.
Gad looks to Garrett. Thank you. I do not want to see anyone fighting each other. It's not beautiful and it's not condoned by nature.
Garrett nods towards Gad and says, I appreciate that.
Ingwen, should we go?
Yes, Gad.
All right, then.
With pleasure.
I'm going to stand back here, Madfish. Wait for your...
I just need him to roll an animal handling as they left to try and actually calm back down. And I did not make the DC too hard for him.
Sorry, you need me to roll?
Yeah, I sent you a whisper. Yeah, just an animal handling. Try not to roll below a 10. That's all I ask. No weapons were drawn, so the DC is low. But the shouting and everything else doesn't help.
What shouting was there? I don't think
Actually,
anyone
Yeah, no one actually
raised
shouted.
voices.
Yeah,
No,
we were all really
we
good.
all
But
yeah.
at the same point,
We didn't
I'm
shout.
sorry, not shouting. The tension in all everyone's
Yeah,
bodies.
yeah.
It's a
But
beast.
yeah, the thing is, it can
The
tell. It can
anger
pick up on that stuff.
smells.
It's and it's also you gotta. The thing about that is everything.
And displacer beasts
sort of-
love to just kill for the hunt. They don't need to be hungry.
Oh,
Does
Who's
he have
gonna
advantage?
vanish?
I'm going to give you another chance to roll that one more time as it's starting to push by you.
Yeah, sorry, my computer's being.
Yeah, no, you just rolled really
Fucked up.
low. That's fine. I don't mind you taking time. But as they're walking away, this thing's now trying to chase after them.
Oh, thank
If
God.
you get it stopped, you're going to get one more to get it back down. Because Garrett's now walking towards you. So
No,
it's-
Garrett has stopped.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you were
Natural
walking
20.
towards
Nat 20.
Nat
Yeah,
20.
it goes
Nat
back
20.
under the thing. It's still not, you can tell it's not happy. It's not pleased. It's going to let them walk away.
so you may need to shut this all down.
That's
no, not
fine.
yet.
I would actually let you guys have the actual conversation. So that we don't have to turn this back on. Have the actual conversation. It's recorded. It's going to get thrown on YouTube. Everyone's going to know exactly what the terms were.
Okay, as they enter into the tavern, Kymel's going to run upstairs, knock on Daylor's door, and then come back down. And Daylor will
Sybil-
step out,
Okay.
I'm
but
scared.
stay upstairs.
Ember's gonna sit on the bar counter and just watch what's going on.
Ulthor's going to just sit at one of the tables and wait.
So
I was gonna
the
come back
table-
over to him.
at the table, it's basically Sindel, Kymel, and Daylor on one end. And then it's...
No, Daylor's still upstairs by the rooms.
Oh, he's not coming
He's
down.
watching over the balcony. No.
Okay. So it's Kymel and Sindel at one end.
Yes.
And then it's Firewalker and Hollow at the other. Everyone else is generally through the tavern watching. Unless someone
Sindel?
wants to sit next to Firewalker on the other side. Or next to Sindel on the other side.
I'm so sorry. This is my fault. If I hadn't mentioned that it was Eladier, it wouldn't be happening, and
I think Sindel's going to look over to Hollow. Aren't you a guild member? And raise her eyebrows. I'm not even sure I know what you were doing there yesterday.
I'm not even. I was just.
Oh no, I didn't know it was you.
Yes.
Rick on that.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
it
Aren't
was
you
a
a guild
fun.
member?
Yes.
And then she'll gesture to the door. Not your problem, is it?
Someone needs to stay here and support. And that
He's
someone
not
is
doing
you.
this as part of the guild, and you're part of the guild.
I don't care. I love him, Sindel.
I'm sure Roland will love to hear that.
He knows.
You hold the threat of Roland over us as if you think it can make us change our position.
I'm not asking it to
Why?
make you change. I am making you aware. That
Roland
Roland will
knows I
know.
love him, and he knows I will stand by him through thick and thin.
Then that is your choice.
I'm sorry, Sindel, but I have to stay.
That is fine. But that is your choice.
It is.
Know that.
I know.
Shall
I don't
we
make this lightly.
discuss this then?
Of course, what would you like to discuss?
Guarantees would be preferable and a measure of justice for the one that died.
And I have a few questions first. What exactly, and she'll look to who Ava is in the tavern, right?
Yes.
And she'll probably look to the
Yes.
others that were there that she recognized. What were you all doing out by my treehouse yesterday?
There was thunder. We followed.
There was thunder, so you followed. Do
It
you
was
chase the
out
sun?
of the ordinary.
You chase the sun? Rainstorms, they pop up, are they? Do you chase those?
Sindel.
You are not helping. Is it a problem to chase what may cause concern in terms of helping those in need?
It wasn't
I
natural.
am
thunder.
wondering why people decided to head towards my tenants.
It was
private
the direction
space.
They
it
did
was
not
in.
know that it was your private space. They did not know that you lived there. You had told no one. They only followed
Yes.
what was a sound of concern to them. You cannot blame them for
None
that.
of us
And it is
were
not involved
aware
in this
of
situation.
predatory.
Did you leave a sign up?
There are plenty of signs.
This is
up
Ira.
now.
Now.
There are signs now. Were there signs
Well, then it's
before?
not insurable.
Still, you strayed into a beast's territory and expected it not to attack.
She was
You do not
panicked.
own these woods. This is Gaddison.
And say I did.
She was panicked. She didn't know what she was doing. I know this. But tasted blood. Human blood. Well, technically he wasn't
She's a
human.
displacer beast. Likely she has tasted it before.
Actually, you guys
But
all
what
are
is-
aware generally that it has tasted it before. Just to put in the
And
knowledge.
what is to stop her from turning
No,
on
England
you?
did not even know
What's
there was a
stopping-
displacer beast.
What's to
Because
stop
until
her
we-
from roaming beyond your lands? Stop her from coming here and tasting the blood of the people here, the people in Hillcrest. You put everyone in this area at danger by letting her live free.
It's funny because since she has been with us, she hasn't strayed from those areas.
Can
She
you
comes and
guarantee
eats with
that
us
you
every
won't
time.
ever?
This is what we'll come to. Ten and I will agree for her to live with the other displacer beasts at the Guildhall in a secured enclosure, as long as Tenon can have access to her. She is very fond of Tenon.
I cannot speak for whether the guild would agree to that. And what about justice
No
for
worries,
the
I'll
one
ask
that was
Roland.
eaten?
And she gets a stone out.
You would know if you do ask Roland that he has wiped his hands of it. The only person there
Roland,
is Nancy. And you would need her okay. And I don't
as
think
far
she's too
as
fond.
I am aware, Roland is no longer guild leader. But
Then
it
let's
is
go ask
Boggle.
Nancy.
Are you really going to wake Beth up?
I actually
We're going to say
I
Beth would
actually woke
agree.
Beth up, and legitimately Beth told me that she'd be fine with it. So
Okay.
Hi, Beth.
because she's KO. Trust me. She literally woke up, rolled over, and was like, "Why are you booting up Roll20?" I explained, and she was like, "Yeah, bring it back to the guild."
Alright then. I suppose we could ask Nancy for her opinion, love.
Nancy
And
pops in and says,
justice
okay,
for the
and
one
closes.
that died.
What would that require?
Sorry, Ruth, I didn't get that last bit.
Justice for the one that died.
What
that
justice do
require?
you seek? Did you know him? Does anyone here know him?
I did.
Ira
What
says donate
justice
to
do you
charity.
require?
Justice for an innocent does not require that he is known to those that seek the justice.
I'm not saying it did. I'm saying what justice do you ask for?
Some form of recompense to the family that was once his.
Ulthor,
Okay,
that
so
cannot be
now
done.
I follow my question. Does anyone here know him, his family, and where we can do that?
We can't.
Why not? Are there not ways to find his family? To
may
inform them
not
of
be,
his
dear.
death? To inform
may-
them and
Darling.
give closure to his life?
Darling.
I'm sorry, I have to speak right now. It's going to be entertaining watching Ulthor try to find a talking family of red pandas. It's going to be
Yeah,
so
Yes.
very
he
entertaining.
doesn't even know where his family's from.
Also,
None
He
of us
came
do.
from the Fae, like I did.
hello. How well
Yes.
did you know him?
Not very well, but he did tell me his story before he died. He was a pirate.
Pirate.
I, like Nancy. Which is why I brought him to the Guildhall for a drink, and then he told me everything. He
Ah,
doesn't know how he got to this plane. He knows he was Fae. He doesn't even know how he even got to the clearing. All of that has been wiped away, just like you. I don't think we can find his family, love, because he doesn't remember them. Didn't remember them.
Luther, come. Well, Liz, on how you want to solve this one?
I think, darling, say it, but I think the best we can do is hold a service.
Hold a service. Under what god? What service would you like?
I don't know.
Orphanage.
I'm
I'm
thinking
interested. I'd be keen on. I think it's a fair idea. I wouldn't want to do him a disservice or an injustice by doing it for the wrong god or.
A
perhaps
god
we
of
should ask
death,
Tessa.
perhaps.
No. We should ask
Oh,
Tessa.
that's a
One to
little
guide
morbid.
him. One to guide him into the afterlife,
You can't get his body.
gently.
His body was swallowed.
Darling,
I say we donate to charity. How about the orphanage?
Is that it, Ira?
I
I
I'm
can
quite
do
well versed with
service
the
if
orphanage. I
requiring
quite
no
like your
god
idea
at all.
also.
darling, he was of the Fae. The elves are of the Fae. We could ask Tessa. I mean, I know Tennant is probably pissed out of his mind at us right now. But Tessa may be willing to explain he was a Fae. And tonight will
I'm
be the best
sure
night as well.
I could talk Tenin round. Just don't expect him to be civil to you, Ulthor.
Please do not call me Ulthor. My name is Ulthor Firewalker Toblakai, but those that I have casual conversation with may only call me Firewalker. My first name is for family and formal
Fair enough,
occasions
and you will
only.
call me Lady Sindel Malbec. Then.
Very well, Lady Sindel Malbec. But know
Apollo,
that your
you may still call
title
me
does
Sindel.
not
Okay.
cause any problems for me.
It's not supposed to.
Darling?
But of course, we're only casual acquaintances, which is fine. And,
I do
so,
He made a
Just-
worthy sacrifice. It is of your tenets.
just so I'm clear, we're
Still
going
an
to hold a
injustice.
service for. I'm sorry, I
Bigsby.
genuinely actually didn't know his name, Bigsby. We'll hold a service here at the tavern. Of course, I will pay for it. And I do like your idea. A donation for the orphanage is probably would be well received. I haven't been able to spend as much time there as I would have liked to recently. So yes, I think we'll do some of that as well. Is there anything else you require, Uther? Sorry, Firewalker. That was genuinely a slip. I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
Just asked a question.
He's thinking on it.
Darling, he gave his life for me. It is not one of your tenets that a worthy sacrifice must be honored.
Out of curiosity, how does she know he gave his life for her?
She doesn't.
Because she does know that
She knows you attacked
was-
the other small creature. That's all you know.
she would have been attacked if
That was
Marcus hadn't run with her.
That was out of character.
Really?
Totally
Yep.
out of character.
But this is
That-
also Hollow, and Hollow is one who
Well,
Naive.
no, it's gonna go
love
back.
to just throw guilt on herself.
Yes.
True.
He was
Sev,
I
can
was
you
the
check
only
my
one who-
DM?
I can. Give me 1 second. You don't know that 100%. That is going to be. I read the other DM as well. You don't know what's going to happen as a result of this. You don't. Generally, you're somewhere in the realm of this may appease, or I might not be able to use my powers. You do not know. In and out of character. I know where you're at right now. You do not. Ulthor is going to either make this deal because he feels it's right, or he's going to take his tenants to the letter they're written and do what you deem Ulthor would do to the letter they are written. What happens there depends on your decision. I will not give you a clue if you're doing it right or not. This is you being Ulthor, thinking what Ulthor would do, not worrying about your, who's going to rule what in terms of what. I know didn't say that exactly. You're asking if this is a form of justice, but I'm telling you it could be a form of justice, but depending on the god and how this is arrived and what you were designed to do, Uther wouldn't know if this is going to satisfy his god or not. That's me being honest. If you really want, you can roll me a religion check.
I'll take it.
So you're taking the deal?
No, I mean, I'll take what you said about
Okay.
what I don't know, like that I don't know.
Generally, you don't know the god's wills. You know what they tell you to go kill something to kill it. Generally, speaking.
Yeah. But this was him acting not on word of his.
This was him living to his tenants.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do, Ulthor.
You're going to sit here and be strong. This is Ira.
Very well, Lady Sindel Malbec. I will accept your terms.
You're the one demanding terms. I've simply offered to agree to them.
The terms that have been laid out, then.
Fair enough. Then our business here is done. And Firewalker?
Yeah.
So you are aware. The next time you decide to lead a group to my house, you will deal with the Malbecs. Now, so to be clear, I have 22 warriors sat upstairs, and 3 brothers, and my mother.
Next time I lead a group to
I would
your tree
advise you
house,
seek me out and talk to me reasonably rather than lead a rabble to my door.
did I not speak reasonably? I
You
approached
spoke
alone.
reasonably, you still brought a
I
rabble through my
brought
door expecting
the
a
rabble.
fight.
We came here willingly.
I asked if they would join me for a start off. I gave them the option not to follow.
Why?
Secondly, I came in the hopes
Because
of
he wanted to be
persuading you
prepared.
to be willing to follow a form of justice. You have offered another. If you had stepped aside,
Sorry,
I
Bell.
did not feel that beast would go down without a fight, and I was not willing to fight it alone. That is why I brought the others. Now, as
Next
for the
time you will sit me out first.
next time I come to your house leading a rabble, I hope it to be to help you with your lands.
I'm not sure that will be necessary.
What do you mean?
Walker.
You would not take
I'm not
any
sure I
help
could
that
trust
you
you.
can. Why?
Can you trust me, then?
Hello. You are a very separate entity in this, in my opinion. I still like you. But Firewalker, you could have approached me separately before bringing this. You came there to kill the cat, not to discuss safety of people.
You don't know that.
Can you
I
tell me
clearly
that?
do.
Would have risked his
I would be
life.
willing to speak upon this under a zone of truth if you wish. But did I wish the cat's death? Perhaps. Did I want to kill it outright right there without words from you and Tenon? No.
And if that had been true, you would have sought me and Tennant out before approaching our private space.
Well, how?
Why do you want to hide your house
How?
anyway?
How am I meant to approach you when you are always in your
I
private
can be
space?
found in the tavern
But
most
you weren't
days.
in the tavern.
I have not seen you a single day in the
She's
past
been
week.
she's been in the tavern the last 3 nights for at least 3 hours.
We
Uh-huh.
went there and you weren't there, so
And Tassar is always in the tavern and has sending.
Directly to
Oh,
Tenon.
Tazar is not them.
And should I not
And he is always there.
And should I not have been there, then my family are here, and one of them would have come for me, if not Tennant's brother.
I did
Somehow.
come to
There
the
are
tavern.
ways
Kaimil
to
was
context.
here. I don't know Kaimil's name. One was here, I believe, though I do not know which one.
And did you ask him to approach me and to ask me to come to you? No.
Had I known that he would be willing to do that, I may have done. But
You
he
could
did
have
not
asked.
offer.
From now on, everything I say is from Gad.
You could have asked.
He was upset.
Still, our business here is done.
Will you willingly turn away all help you can in reclaiming your lands over
I
this
will
simple
willingly
matter?
choose the most appropriate help.
Sindel,
Very
I have
well.
not said no, I have said it is unlikely.
Ulthor, I think we should comply, but she is also being unreasonable.
Sindel, please give him a chance to redeem him. I know he just meant well. He really didn't want to attack. Didn't. I swear it.
He will be judged on his actions. We
I
have a
am
while
always-
yet.
I am always judged on my actions each and every day.
He felt he didn't have a choice. He knows, as well as I do, that Displacer Beasts are inherently evil. And his tenets require him to drive evil from the land.
There are more evil things in this land than that.
While
Cat.
that may be true,
That is the greatest
Still.
evil at this given moment.
I see, Sindel, I don't think you understand.
You are not far enough.
This is Gad. Sindel, I don't think you understand. This beast is both a threat to the forest and a god.
yes, and if
And
he
a
would
god.
not deal with it, he could
Yes.
lose his life, Sindel. He could
I'm
lose
gonna...
his life.
I am still
We
not
all lose
sure
our
which
lives at
way
the whim of
this
the
will
gods.
go.
And I cannot afford to lose him.
Our lives are all at the whim of the gods.
And as for people,
One way or the other.
my people could die any second. I have lost so much. Let's make this peaceful, civil, and beautiful.
I really don't want him to die. I don't want to lose him, Sindel. If Iom and I
Hello,
decides that
I feel for you. But we have terms. Now.
if
Indeed,
Iom and
we
Whether
do.
they appease his god, that is between him and his god. I can't help that. If he needs to renegotiate terms, he knows how to find us.
and we will do so as you have asked.
And Tyndall will step up. Kaimel, could you walk me home, please? It's getting dark.
So Kaimel and Zindel exit.
Mm-hmm.
Look,
Daylor will
your-
stay watching.
Your glaive's laying on the table.
It's
It's
on my.
it's laying on the
It's
table.
sheet. Right.
It's laying on the table.
Okay.
Do you attempt to pick it up?
Yeah. I'll stand up and attempt to pick
It
it
does
up.
not lift.
Amadonu Hoku, what is the meaning of this?
I do not know. I am going to try and cast Divine. Is it Shield of Faith on myself?
You attempt to cast Shield of Faith on yourself. It does not
Yeah.
cast.
Please, Inheritor. He means well. He tried.
He's not to the Oathbreaker stage for out of combat, out of character, sorry. But he is not. He is currently not in the favor of his own god. He needs to redeem himself.
I didn't catch that. Can you
I
say
said
again?
to the point. Your god is not ready to send other vengeance paladins of your faith against you yet, but you are currently out of favor.
This is all my fault. Hollow runs
This
from
is-
the room.
Ulthor's just going to slump down in place, like just completely shocked.
This is all my
And that's where we'll kick it back over to the tavern.